Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a close look at something small but mighty, the Cellet spring clip. Now, you might be thinking, a spring clip? Really? But trust me, these little guys can be surprisingly useful. And the Cellet version has some interesting quirks thanks to its non-retail packaging. Right off the bat, the non-retail packaging tells us a few things. It often means you're getting a bulk deal, which is great if you need a bunch of these clips. It can also sometimes mean a slightly lower price point. However, it can also mean less fancy presentation. My package arrived in a simple plastic bag. No frills, just the clips. For me, that's perfectly fine. I'm interested in function, not fancy boxes. So what about the Cellet spring clip itself? It's your standard metal spring clip, sturdy and robust. The spring is strong, providing a firm grip. I tested it on a variety of items. Thick stacks of paper, thin cardboard, even a fabric bag, and it held on tight. I was particularly impressed with its grip on thicker materials. Some spring clips struggle with anything beyond a few sheets of paper, but the Cellet clip held a good inch-thick stack without budging. The size is also worth noting. These aren't tiny binder clips. They're a good medium size, perfect for everyday tasks. They're big enough to hold a decent amount of material, but small enough to be easily stored in a drawer or pencil cup. I've been using them to organize paperwork, seal bags of chips, and even hang lightweight items in my workshop. One thing I did notice is that the finish on the metal isn't as polished as some other spring clips I've used. It's not rough or sharp, but it's not quite as sleek. Again, for me, this isn't a deal breaker. It doesn't affect the functionality, and honestly, I prefer a more utilitarian look. Now, let's talk about the numbers. We have a couple of different UPCs and a GTIN listed. This can sometimes indicate different variations or packaging options. If you're ordering online, double-check those numbers to make sure you're getting exactly what you want. In my case, the clips match the listed specifications perfectly. Overall, the Cellet spring clip is a solid, reliable choice. It's not revolutionary, but it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. The non-retail packaging might not be glamorous, but it keeps the cost down, and that's a plus in my book. If you're in the market for some sturdy, dependable spring clips, the Cellet spring clip is definitely worth considering. Just don't expect fancy packaging. You're getting function over form here, and sometimes that's exactly what you need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.